Our world is so amazing and unique that it's hard to find the words to describe all of its beauty. But we try to compile a small list of the most stunning places that will surely leave unforgettable impressions that will last a lifetime. From majestic mountain peaks towering in the clouds to picturesque islands surrounded by turquoise waters, from incredible forests shrouded in mystery to crystal-clear lakes resembling magical mirrors of nature, each of these places has its unique magic, both stunning and inspiring. Traveling with us, you'll forget about everyday worries and immerse yourself in the world of incredible phenomena created by Mother Nature herself. Whether you're a devoted traveler or a dreamer seeking inspiration, you will definitely find something special here. In the state of Arizona, on the Colorado Plateau, the red-brown waters of a turbulent river relentlessly carve their way through the rocky hardness, washing away and eroding the mountain rocks. Over millions of years, the river has created a masterpiece of natural architecture, the Grand Canyon, stretching for an incredible distance of 446 kilometers. The mighty sheer walls of the canyon go down to a depth of 1.6 kilometers, and its width at the plateau level reaches 30 kilometers. The canyon structure consists of rocks belonging to 4 geological eras, lava flows that have solidified on faults belonging to the Cenozoic era. The canyon walls are cut by layers of sandstone and limestone formed in the Paleozoic era, while the bottom layers consist of ancient crystalline schists from the Precambrian period. The Great Barrier Reef stretches for 2,500 kilometers along the northeastern coast of Australia. It comprises 3,000 reefs and 600 coastal islands. As the world's largest colony of coral polyps, the reef resembles a fantastical garden where fish of all shapes and colors swirl among the coral bowls like tropical butterflies among flowers. Corals display all the colors of the rainbow. Sharks come here to hunt, attracted by the abundance of fish and plankton. In the summer, sea turtles can be seen near the shores as they come to lay their eggs. Is it any wonder that the most popular activities here are water tours on boats with transparent bottoms and diving? The reef's ecosystem is extremely vulnerable, so visitors are allowed only in certain areas. However, this won't prevent you from enjoying the magic of this incredible creation of nature. At the border between Nepal and Tibet, China's autonomous region, lies the highest peak on Earth, Mount Everest, 8,848 meters. Like a magnet, it attracts tourists and mountaineers from all over the world. Thousands of ascents are made annually. The first person to conquer the mountain was Sir Edmund Hillary from New Zealand in 1953. At the summit of Mount Everest, temperatures drop to minus 60 degrees Celsius, and the wind blows at speeds up to 200 kilometers per hour. But neither the lack of oxygen, acutely felt at altitudes above 7,925 meters, nor the risk of avalanches can stop the brave climbers. Mount Everest is accessible to all ages. The youngest person to reach the summit was 13-year-old American Jordan Romero, and the oldest was 76-year-old Nepalese Min Bahadur Surchan. Despite being very dangerous and very expensive, the number of people willing to try and conquer Mount Everest is growing steadily. In 2021 alone, the Nepalese authorities issued over 400 climbing permits. The official height of Mount Everest has long been a subject of debate among scientists, and numerous expeditions regularly provided different data. Only in 2020 did the authorities of China and Nepal agree on a single value, which, by the way, differed only by a few meters from the data collected by an Indian mathematician back in 1852. Mount Everest is rightfully called the roof of the world, and conquering its summit is the cherished dream of many professional climbers and daring adventurers. Iguazu Falls is an entire system consisting of 275 waterfalls. The waterfalls create an extraordinarily beautiful sight where water, falling from a height of 80 meters, shimmers and sparkles with all the colors of the rainbow. Located on the border between the Brazilian state and the Argentine province, Iguazu Falls is surrounded by 2 national parks and is home to hundreds of rare species of flora and fauna. The length of the waterfall system is 2,700 meters. The Iguazu Falls is listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. In addition to hiking trails, water tours are highly popular among travelers, as well as the option to admire the marvels of nature by flying over Iguazu Falls on a helicopter. It may be hard to believe that this is a real photo. It looks like something out of a fairy tale, but the Rainbow Mountain is very much real. The famous rainbow-colored mountain is located in the Peruvian Andes in the Cusco region. Looking at this geological formation makes you think that the mountain is colored with a piece of colorful fabric or painted by an eccentric surrealist artist. In reality, however, it was Mother Nature who created this masterpiece, and it took her millions of years. The rainbow stripes and colorful slopes form due to water mixing with minerals in the ground, coloring the mountain in green, yellow, white, and other colors. The height of the mountain range, situated amidst aquamarine lagoons and sparkling snow-capped peaks, reaches 5,200 meters. From the mountain peaks, you can enjoy a magnificent view of the Ausangate Glacier, the sacred mountain of the Incas, where pilgrims gather every year to celebrate the festival of the sacred glacier. Currently, interest in Rainbow Mountain is just beginning to grow, and the best time for a trip here is considered to be August, as that's when this place is known to have particularly vibrant colors. In addition to the mountain itself, travelers also find the Red Valley interesting, as well as the huge number of alpacas that can be seen during the trip. At first, it may seem that the photos of the geyser aren't real, or that they are shots from some science fiction movie. But it's a real geyser called Fly Geyser, located in the state of Nevada, USA. The geyser wasn't well known for a long time because until recently it was located on private property, and the owners rarely allowed outsiders to visit. However, this place is definitely worth seeing despite all the obstacles. Fly Geyser is an artificial geyser located in the northwest of the American state of Nevada. It is located at an altitude of 1,230 meters above sea level. It isn't actually a geyser, but a permanent thermal spring, to be precise. This geyser appeared on the territory of the Fly Ranch due to human intervention. In 1916, a well was drilled here, and a geothermal pocket was pierced accidentally. It was only in 1964 that the boiling water began to rise to the surface, creating an unusual landscape with minerals dissolved in the water. The colorful walls of the geyser continue to grow even now. According to recent data, its height is almost 1.5 meters. The thermal spring constantly emits 3 streams of water. Minerals, calcium carbonate, algae, and cyanobacteria give it an incredibly beautiful color. One can never grow tired of admiring this natural wonder. There's another set of colorful mountains on our list, this time in China. Zhangweidanja Landform is a vibrant mountain formation in the geological park in Gansu Province. These mountain formations are the result of the oxidation of a unique type of rock, which was only ever found in China. It's amazing to see the patterns that nature has left on these mountains. Looking from afar, it seems like a giant artist was painting mountain landscapes a long time ago, but then got upset and decided to mix the colors on a huge palette, leaving them as a legacy to humanity. According to research, there was a huge body of water here about 100 million years ago. The water carried silt from all the surrounding areas into the basin. Then the basin dried up under the influence of high temperatures, while the sediment oxidized, taking on a color reminiscent of rust with splashes of other shades, creating an incredible natural heritage, the Dongja Mountains. The height of these fantastic hills is less than 1,000 meters, 300 to 400 meters on average. Scientists believe that they formed during the Mesozoic period and contain many fossils of ancient animals and plants, including dinosaur remains and fossilized eggs of giant reptiles. The Verdun Gorge is one of the most beautiful natural places in southeastern France. The narrow river that cut its way through the soft limestone of the Pre-Alps runs straight from the mountains and has an unmistakable turquoise hue of the water. The height of the canyon reaches 700 meters in some places, and the river itself forms beautiful azure lakes in several areas. Today, the Verdun Gorge is a natural park open to visitors. It offers the possibility to see the extraordinary natural beauty of Provence. The main entertainment here includes canoeing, rock climbing, paragliding, and hot air ballooning, as well as hiking. This amazing natural system is a true wonder of nature, consisting of 40,000 interconnected stone columns. If you find yourself in the town of Bushmills in Northern Ireland, you must visit the Causeway Coast to see the unique natural wonder called the Giant's Causeway or the Giant's Causeway Trail. The coastline in this area looks as if someone's mighty hands have placed many long hexagonal columns closely together, making them disappear straight into the sea. According to various estimates, there are several tens of thousands of them here. Local legend has it that this unusual road was built by the mythical Finn McCool, who was planning to fight the one-eyed giant from Scotland. However, the hero didn't want to get his feet wet, so he decided to build a bridge to the home of his enemy. It all ended with the giant finding out about the hero's plans and partially destroying the crossing. Thus, the Giant's Causeway doesn't lead anywhere. However, scientists attribute the origin of this Irish natural wonder to volcanic eruptions during the Paleogene period. Currently, the Giant's Causeway is recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Namib Desert is the oldest desert on Earth, known both for its arid climate and the extraordinary beauty of its barren landscapes. Its features include red dunes, dry riverbeds, eroded rocks, salt flats, and oases. The Namib Desert is home to many representatives of exotic African wildlife that visitors can see during jeep safaris or hot air balloon flights. The conditions for tourism are excellent here, as travelers can stay in the comfortable tourist camps consisting of cozy cottages or traditional-style tents, offering all the amenities possible in this wild corner of the world. If you think you know everything there is about salt and it can't surprise you anymore, then you should head to Uyuni Salt Flat to get to know it better in its boundless white desert. Uyuni Salt Flat is the largest in the world, covering 12,106 square kilometers, which is 5 times larger than the area of Luxembourg. The enormous Salt Lake Minchin dried up almost completely 25,000 years ago, leaving behind a couple of small water bodies and 2 giant salt flats, Uyuni and Coipaza. The dried-up Salt Lake Uyuni is the main attraction in Bolivia. People usually aim to visit Uyuni during the rainy season, from late January to February. During this time, the salt desert is covered with a layer of water and becomes a giant mirror, reflecting the contrastingly blue sky. But even during the dry season, the Uyuni Salt Flat is incredibly beautiful, while there are countless opportunities to take pictures in the vast, dazzling white desert. Each year, around 20,000 tons of salt are extracted here, and the total salt reserves of Uyuni are estimated at 10 billion tons. However, the value of the salt flat goes beyond salt. Uyuni holds about 100 million tons of lithium, accounting for up to 70% of the world's reserves, enough for batteries for all the smartphones that will be produced for the next 100 years. Norway is an amazing country. Its majestic nature is breathtaking. It is reserved and severe in winter and blossoms with pure and vibrant emerald colors during the short northern summer. The Norwegian fjords can be considered the country's national treasure. These picturesque sea inlets cut into rocky coasts and stretch deep into the mainland for tens of kilometers. Millions of tourists come here every year to see them. It is best to see them from the water. There are thousands of fjords in Norway, dotting the entire western part of the Scandinavian peninsula. However, most visitors prefer to explore a dozen of the most famous and easily accessible ones, including the Sognefjord, Geirangerfjord, Hardangerfjord, and Leisefjord. Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park is one of the most striking attractions of the Indonesian island of Java, while its jewels are the active volcanoes Bromo and Semeru. With a height of 3,676 meters, the latter is the highest peak on the island. However, the lower Bromo is more popular among travelers, perhaps due to its greater accessibility. While Semeru's temper manifests itself regularly, Bromo only erupts once every few years. The flora of the park varies greatly depending on the location and altitude above sea level, from lush tropical forests to lifeless sand and ash, reminiscent of lunar landscapes. Interestingly, the locals attribute sacred properties to Bromo even to this day. Thus, it's no wonder that they still throw flowers, fruits, vegetables, and even small cattle into the caldera to appease the guardian deities. The Pamukkale thermal pools are a mesmerizing natural wonder that attracts millions of tourists each year. The name Pamukkale translates from Turkish as Cotton Castle. When you see the Pamukkale Resort from a distance or in a photo, it looks like a large castle built from cotton balls. This enchanting place is also known as Cleopatra's Pool. Legend has it that the Egyptian queen bathed here to attain beauty and youth. The history of this unique natural monument dates back to ancient times. Following powerful earthquakes, hot springs rich in calcium and other chemical elements started gushing through faults in the Earth's crust. Over thousands of years, the calcium deposits have shaped into intricate terraces, partially filled with water. Today, Pamukkale isn't only one of Turkey's most photographed and visited attractions, but also a well-known health resort, surrounded by spa hotels and health centers. The Amazon rainforest, also known as the Amazonian jungle, sprawls across almost the entire Amazon basin and covers an area of 5.5 million square kilometers. It is located on the territories of 9 countries. The Amazon rainforest is the largest tropical forest on Earth, accounting for half of the remaining tropical forests worldwide. It boasts an incredibly diverse range of animals and plants, surpassing that of the tropical forests of Africa and Asia. The Amazonian jungle is home to many animals that pose significant threats to humans, including jaguars, anacondas, and caimans. The rivers are inhabited by electric eels and candiru, while various venomous amphibians dwell in the trees. Approximately 1 in 10 known species of flora and fauna are believed to inhabit the jungle. Moreover, many of them are found exclusively within this rainforest. That's all for today, friends. Like the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon.